Well, my wife and I have been organising these tours for groups of watercolour artists from Australia for the last 6 or 7 years, but we've been concentrating mostly on Portugal, which is where we're based. We live there.
I go back a long time with Paul and Pam Adams. I met them in Tokyo. We were there together in the 80s and early 90s. We kept up with each other all those years, and we had a very tight-knit group of friends. Over the years, and they finally retired. They're from Australia, but they retired, and so they bought a place in Óbidos, Portugal, so they spent half their year in Europe.
Also, Pam and I have been to Morocco many times, and we love the country. And in fact, we say we are seduced by Morocco. So we wanted to add Morocco as a destination for the artists, and so this year we were able to realise it and brought this whole group to Morocco for 2 weeks.
We've got artists of all experience levels, professionals to beginners, and we've had a wonderful time looking at your life, looking at the richness of the culture, looking at the colours of the landscape, the fabrics, the architecture, and it's just been a wonderful opportunity from a very young country to visit a very old country and discover an amazing richness in your life here. I love the textures of the desert, but I also love the patterns of Morocco, and I'm a bit of a pattern freak, so being in Morocco with all the beautiful tiles and textures is a bit like being in a lolly shop, you know, it's just magical.
Me, I've been to lots of places, but for the tour this year we started in Marrakesh, and then we went over the Atlas Mountains down to Zagora, and then into the desert, Chigaga, and then back into Fumzigud, and then up to Tarandant, Agadir, and then we flew up to Fez, and then now back to Casablanca.
I have to say I'm totally overwhelmed at all the work that you all have done and your creativity. You've just done a spectacular job, and I know, proud to say that from where I live you have had wonderful subjects to render, but you have done it so excellently and with such sensitivity. And I know that you've got a few in here of Spain and Portugal, and that is interesting to add to the mix because you've spent actually 4 weeks covering these countries that are so associated and yet so disassociated.
Some of the pieces are not finished, but anybody who would be interested in having a look would see some of the things that have interested the different individuals over this journey.
The desert is a unique experience, so being in the sand dunes and sleeping in tents under the stars is really something you can't do anywhere else in the world, and that was wonderful. But I think we probably all liked Fez a lot. It was all the souks there and the Medina and just the whole city felt terrific. We liked that. And then as far as meals concerned, obviously Rick's Cafe for our final meal is the best.
That this is the last night and they're all still standing, still smiling, and we're really very happy to host them here at Rick's on the last night of this tour. I worked with Paul in planning it, and that's been over the last year and a half. So it's really wonderful to see everybody so happy and know that it turned out well, and especially glad for them to come and join us at Rick's and hear all about that.